So this is the work of Byron Katie. Thework.com, it's her website. It's identifying and then questioning stressful thoughts. So after a car accident, so imagine driving and there's a car coming towards you in that same direction from where the car that hit you came from. Maybe it's they're coming towards you from the front, they're coming towards you, or they're coming from the side or this side. So just imagine an intersection where you experienced that, where you saw a vehicle. What color was it? What time of day was it? What vehicle were you in? Were you driving? Were you a passenger? So getting that really set in your mind, feeling the seat that you were in, your breath, so you're just sitting and breathing, and then all of a sudden you see that vehicle and the thought comes, they're gonna hit me. So that's the thought. That's identifying the thought. We've identified the place, the situation. You're getting really clear on the place and the time. And there's the thought. You see that vehicle, how far away is it? Just in that moment when that reaction hits. How far away is it from your vehicle? So just in that moment, it's gonna hit you. Is it true? So this is the first question. The 4 questions are 4 questions and then turnarounds. So in that moment, it's going to hit you. Notice the reactions, the stress, the tension, the bracing. So I'm noticing all of this until I get to a one-word answer, yes or no. One-word answer. Ugh. Bracing. It's going to hit me. Is it true? I'm recording a video.
Put it to your soup. Is that okay to put it right there?
Yeah, thanks. It's going to hit you. Is it true? So I'm putting myself there. Is it true it's gonna hit me? Just notice until you go to a yes or no. And it could take days to get to a one-word answer. Just being in that. Second question is, can you absolutely know it's true? This is just another opportunity for that same process. Can you completely, absolutely know it's true? They're going to hit you. This gives another opportunity, another chance for that question. One-word answer. You be with the process until you get to a clear yes, until you get to a one-word answer. Yes or no. And then notice, so the third question is, how do you react when you believe that thought? They're going to hit me. They're going to, oh, white knuckle. White knuckle it. All this tension. Bracing. Pain. They're going to hit me. Notice, when did you first have that belief, that thought? They're going to hit me. What was the first time you believed that? It's a real opportunity to be with the tension, the pain, the fear. I want to know. I want to feel it. I want to know. How do I react when I believe that thought? So in that moment, I'm in the car, in the vehicle. I see that other vehicle. What happens? What do I think about them? How do I treat them? How do I treat myself? So witnessing all that. And when you're ready, the fourth question is, who would I be without that thought? Without the story that they're going to hit me? So different. It's like, unwinding all of that tension. This lifting layers off of tension and bracing and fear. That's all being lifted off, layer after layer. I would be much more alive and light and aware and present. I'm okay. So I'm in reality in the moment. I would notice here in my diaphragm, I notice it's kind of the other question of, so I notice because it's lifting that tension, it's letting go. It's like there was a knot there. It's like this tight ball pulling in all directions, pulling, and that knot has a lot less tension on it. So without that thought, yeah, it's different. It's warm there. It's ease and spreading. Way more available. Way more present. Way more okay. Yeah. Without that thought. So those are the four questions. Again, this is the work of Byron Katie. 4 questions. Is it true? Can you absolutely know it's true? How do you react when you believe that thought? Who would you be without that thought? And who would you be without that thought? and then the turnarounds. So they're going to hit me was the original statement. So we look at opposite. They're not going to hit me. And just notice, how is it true in that moment, in that situation? How is that true? They're not going to hit me. How could that be true? What does that mean? So we're finding proofs. This is like a court case, and we're finding proofs of this opposite statement. They're not going to hit me. Right. I can see the kindness of them, that they're paying attention. They don't want to hit me, for sure. Like, I could see if they did hit me, they would be like, ugh, what was happening? That was not intentional, planned. It was bad. Like, their reaction is, that would be bad. They don't want to hit me. They're not going to hit me. They're paying attention. They're slowing down. I can see the next second. The car was facing me just for a split second, and then it changed directions. Like, it was this, and then it was that. Like, just for that 1 second, it was facing me, and then it wasn't. Just notice the next second. They didn't hit me. Not in this moment. Like, in this moment, they're 80 feet that way. There's no sound of collision in this moment. That's just in my head, in my attention, in my ears, and the bracing. It's a sound is in a movie in my head. I'm gonna hit them. That's another opposite. I could see that reaction, that fear. It's like, okay, I got my hand on the steering wheel, and they're gonna hit me. Like, I see a vehicle coming from that way, or behind me, coming towards me from this side. And my reaction, it's like I'm so in the fear in that moment, my reaction could be jolting. And like, that happens, and there's a vehicle on this side of me. It's like, oh, right, I'm gonna hit them. Got it, that's possible. Oh, and then there's the anger after. It's like, oh, they did it on purpose. Oh, they ruined my life, my day, my car, my body. I'm gonna pay them back. They deserve to go to hell. They deserve to be punished. They deserve. So this is me hitting them in my thinking. Another way to turn it around is to my thinking. My thinking is, they're going to hit me. My thinking is, they're going to hit me. Right, so I can hear the crunching, crashing in my head. Even though in reality, that car is, again, 80 feet away. In reality, that sound isn't happening. That's in my thinking. In reality, I see the mangled bumpers, fenders, wheels, body. That's in my thinking. It's not a reality in that moment. It's a movie. It's in my thinking. It's not real. My thinking is, they're going to hit me. Reality. Breath. I hear the sound of the wheels. Feel the vibration. Feel my hand on the steering wheel, my back leaning against the seat. Reality. Trees, cars, my heart's beating. Reality. So this is the work of Byron Katie, thework.com. She's got lots of books. Loving What Is highly recommended. They're all on audiobook, or lots of them. She's got lots of YouTube videos. And the primary tool is called the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. And that's free. It's all free. Available on thework.com. The Judge Your Neighbor worksheet is a great tool, and we'll talk about that. And I've got it linked in a lesson, another lesson with Katie explaining how to do it. And it's identifying those stressful thoughts in one moment. So in that moment, when I see that car, like in that moment of stress or reaction, capture those thoughts, put them on paper, and then question each one of them in turn. And it's really good. Really, really good. Thanks.